Hi guys. Alright, so welcome back to Real Talk Sex Advice with Danny and Shannon. Today it is still hot as balls in Anchorage. So I'm trying to do my video earlier in the day so I can get away from this sunshiny window and go not be sweaty somewhere. Today's topic is lube. Now, I know that I've already done a written tutorial about lube, but I wanted to do a video one as well since the written one's pretty popular, and some of you might want to actually hear me talk about it in addition to just reading the words that I wrote like a month and a half ago, because I have so many more thoughts about it now, including new things that I found out you can do with oil-based lube, but more on that later. That was a little foreshadowing. Woo! Alright, so first off, lube, sexual lubricant. Female bodies, we make our own, but sometimes it's not enough, and when it's not enough, we need to purchase extra lube from a store. Lube comes in 3 basic types, and those are based on the main material that makes them up. There is oil-based lube, there is water-based lube, and there is silicone-based lube. Alright, so first, oil-based lube. It eats condoms. Do not use oil-based lube with condoms. Don't do it. The condoms will get really thin and they will break and they will shred apart, and it's bad. Do not ask a condom to hold up to oil-based lube. It's not going to work. However, oil-based lube is awesome if you are a dude and you want to jack off, because it's great for jacking off. It is also really cool if you happen to be into fisting, and that was the thing that I didn't know the first time that I wrote the tutorial. Oil-based lube, excellent for fisting. Who knew? Again, don't involve it with latex in any way, shape, or form. Try and keep it out of the inside of your vagina, because it tends to coat the walls of the vagina and can hold in moisture, which can lead to infections like yeast infections. So avoid oil-based lube on the inside of the vagina. Use it for fisting, like anal fisting you could do. Regular fisting you can do too. Again, just be sure to wash the area afterwards. Great for hand jobs. Woo! Oil-based lube. Kind of a specialty market there. Moving on. Water-based lube. Definitely the most common of the 3 lubes. You've got Astroglide, KY, Durex and Trojan all make their own water-based lubes. They're the ones that you can find at the grocery store next to the 4 different kinds of condoms that they have and the birth control kits. Or not birth control, pregnancy test kits. God, if they sold birth control kits, that would make everybody's life so much easier, right? Okay, so water-based lube is the least expensive of the lubes. It's relatively easy to come by. You can kind of find it anywhere. Like, if they sell lube, they're going to sell water-based lube. It is super slippery. It doesn't react poorly with anything. You can use it with condoms. You can use it bareback, although we do not endorse bareback. You can use it with all your sex toys. You can use it for anal or vaginal. Any kind of sex you want, you can use water-based lube. The downside to water-based lube is that it wears out kind of quickly and gets a little sticky towards the end of its life. Now, you can spit on your hand and rub it down wherever you have used your lube, and it will kind of refresh the lube, and then you can use it for longer. You can also do a little bit of water added to the area, but I don't know if there are many of you with small droppers of water next to your bed when you're having sex. If so, now you finally have a reason to have that there. But other than that, water-based lube is really awesome, and it's a great starter lube if you're just realizing that maybe you could have a little bit more wetness when you are going to town. So water-based lube, excellent choice. I would avoid the cheaper ones like Astroglide and KY just because they tend to wear out a little quicker. Stick with something like Sliquid. Sliquid is an excellent water-based lube, and it's just, Sliquid is the queen of lubes. The other thing you want to avoid with water-based lubes is, for some reason, they really like to make them flavored. Now, flavored lubes are alright if you are giving head, but flavored lube does not belong anywhere near your vagina or your anus. It's a world of burning, it's a world of bad, no, just don't do it. No flavored lube near holes below the belt. Just make that a rule. Other than that, use your water-based lube however you see fit. I'm sorry I keep on doing the thumbs up, I'm just really enthusiastic about lube. Okay, so third, best for last kind of a thing, because I'm a huge fan of silicone-based lubes. Silicone-based lubes are amazing. They don't react poorly with condoms. They don't react poorly with your body. It takes like the tiniest amount and suddenly you are a slip and slide, like the sexiest slip and slide ever. You can use like 3 drops of it and cover a whole penis, and that penis will stay slick for an hour of sex. It is amazing. Silicone-based lubes, amazing. The downsides to them is that they are always going to be more expensive. Now, granted, when you compare the amount that you're spending with the very small amount that you actually need to do the job, not actually more expensive, just the initial purchase. I buy probably 1 bottle of silicone-based lube a year, and I use it all year. My personal favorite is a brand called Pure, P-U-R. They used to be called Eros, E-R-O-S, so they go by both names, but it is an excellent lube brand. The Pure also makes water-based lube, and then they make a 50-50 lube, which is 50% water, 50% silicone, but I don't know how I feel about hybrid lubes yet, so I'm not going to get into those. Silicone-based lubes, in addition to being one of those lubes that you can use just a little tiny bit and it goes a long way, it's also safe for almost all toys. Now I say almost because if you have a silicone toy and silicone lube, and that toy isn't like real high grade toy, like anything that has jelly in the name and is calling itself a silicone toy, that's lying. What you're going to end up with is a silicone-ish toy that is gooey on the surface if you use silicone-based lube with it, because it breaks down the surface of the toy. And that is so gross and not okay. I did not know that. I brutally massacred a toy about 6 months ago. I will never see that toy again. They've discontinued it. It makes me very sad. But c'est la vie. I have learned, and now I am here to teach you the ways that I wish I knew 1 toy ago. For pure 100% silicone-based toys, you can use silicone-based lube as long as you wash the toy afterwards. For the record, you should always be washing your toys afterwards. If you're not, you end up with toys with weird crusties on them from your personal fluids and leftover lubricant on them and maybe some pubic hair. It's just, wash your toys afterwards. Use a mild antibacterial soap, wash your toys, rinse them thoroughly, pat them dry, put them in a little bag for safety. But this video is not about toys, this video is about lube. With silicone-based lube, you can use them, it for vaginal sex. It's great for anal because it takes so little and it works so well. And Danny's calling me, so I gotta go. Alright guys, have a great day. Thank you so much for listening. We love you! Bye!